Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
I'm Storm Track 7 Chief Meteorologist Mark Schnackenberg. As we head through the overnight hours, we'll see a little bit of drizzle push on in and temperatures warming into the 50s, close to 60 by morning. Tomorrow, high wind warning, and that continues for tomorrow night as well. Also the threat for some severe weather with severe thunderstorm potential in our northwestern counties. We'll get to the details on that as well coming up in just a second. And then a breezy day as the storm system moves away and that wind gradually lightens up in the afternoon hours. Still pretty windy here in the morning, and it's going to be noticeably colder. As for the wind, increasing here for tonight, about 10-15 miles per hour, not too bad. Once the sun comes up, that wind increases pretty fast as the storm system gets closer. Now during the afternoon hours, the wind is going to be even stronger, sustained 20-30 miles per hour, at times a bit higher, gusts to about 40 or 50 miles per hour. As we get into the later part of the afternoon, after about 4 o'clock, at any point, any place in eastern Iowa could see gusts to near 55 miles per hour, maybe even as high as 60 or 70 miles per hour. That's just general gusts of wind at any place in parts of eastern Iowa. In addition to that, we also have the threat for a severe thunderstorm. We'll give you the timing on that just a little bit. A little bit of drizzle as we head through the overnight hours. First thing tomorrow morning, as temperatures will continue to warm overnight. As mentioned, we'll get into the middle and upper 50s as the sun comes up. We'll see a peak of sunshine around here. Record high temperatures expected here for tomorrow, with highs getting into the 60s to about 70. And then we've got the system that may produce a severe thunderstorm. Winds up around 70 miles an hour. Maybe an isolated tornado in this outlook area. And that does include our northwestern counties here. So a possibility of a tornado, not out of the question at this point. Something we'll continue to track as we get into the day tomorrow. Through the overnight hours, we've got some drizzle, an isolated rain shower, a possibility. That continues into the morning here tomorrow. And as we get towards lunchtime, I think a little bit more dry weather, maybe a peak of sunshine or two, and then back to a rain shower by afternoon. By 5 o'clock, that line of thunderstorms or thunderstorm will be off to the west, and that eventually will get a little bit closer to us as we get towards the 7 o'clock time frame, roughly around 7 o'clock, our western counties. Now, as mentioned, it's our northwestern counties here that has the best chance for seeing a severe thunderstorm or an isolated tornado. That is this part of this line up here from, I'll say, about Highway 20 northward at this point, and then that moves to the north and east. Now, watch what happens. The southern edge of this will continue to move east. This moves east and a little bit to the north, but also weakens during the evening hours. So the threat for severe weather diminishes as it approaches farther to the east. Now, at this point, we're at 11 o'clock. This is when the wind is going to be changing the direction out of the west, but still gusts could be up around 70 miles per hour. Not thunderstorm related, but just wind gusts in general at about 70 miles per hour, a possibility. It's going to be a rough night here tomorrow night trying to sleep. Trust me, I know, the kids. I feel you. 64 degrees in Decorah for a high tomorrow. 71 in Iowa City. Record highs are in the low to mid 50s. We will shatter those without a problem. We'll break those by morning. And as we get into the afternoon, again, late afternoon, the strongest wind between 4 p.m. on Wednesday and 4 a.m. on Thursday. But keep in mind, on either side of that, past those time frames, it's still going to be pretty windy. As we look ahead, your city-by-city forecast, dry conditions here on Thursday and Friday for Waterloo, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City. Notice the temperature difference. We'll go from 60s to about 70 degrees on Wednesday to 40 on Thursday, and that's still above normal. Looking ahead to Friday, upper 30s to about 40. Normal high for this time of year should be in the mid-30s. We'll get a little cooler than that or near that as we get into the upcoming weekend. Temperatures will be in the 30s much of next week. Overnight lows, teens to around 20 degrees, so temperatures are near normal. Dry conditions are expected. Winter officially arrives coming up on Tuesday, Christmas Eve on Friday, and I don't see any snow in the picture here as we head through or approach Christmas Eve.